Imagine being pregnant and trapped in an abusive or dysfunctional marriage where you desperately want to get a divorce, but the law prevents you from doing so. This is the reality for many women in Missouri. For the past half a century, a law from the 1970s has enforced a peculiar requirement. Pregnant women are barred from obtaining a divorce. This controversial decree has recently captured the nation's attention and has become a topic of heated discussion, particularly in relation to women's reproductive rights. The law has been in place since the 1970s, is getting attention now both because of the newly introduced legislation to change it. Critics argue vehemently against this law. They believe it is an antiquated legislation that has overstayed its welcome in modern society. According to them, the law opens up avenues for coercion and amplifies the risk of intimate partner violence, as it can be exploited by abusive partners to maintain control over their spouses. The law, which has been in place for 50 years, is seen by many as an infringement on women's rights and autonomy. Democratic State Representative Ashley Owen is leading the charge to overturn this 50-year-old legislation, armed with determination and bipartisan support. Owen has introduced House Bill 2402, a proposed law that seeks to empower pregnant women, giving them the right to finalize divorces. This bill is not just about divorce rights, it's about addressing the dark undercurrents of reproductive coercion and domestic violence that this archaic law has unwittingly fostered. Imagine being trapped not only by your circumstances, but also by a law that was supposed to protect you. This is the reality for many women in Missouri who have had to endure abusive situations because the law has tied their hands. House Bill 2402 seeks to untie those bonds, to give these women the freedom they deserve. The bill is now in the legislative process, awaiting approval. If passed, it would be a significant step forward in the fight for women's rights. While Missouri is one of the few states with such a law, the issue of pregnancy status in divorce proceedings is far from unique. Across the country, several states have similar provisions or waiting periods that delay the finalization of divorces, particularly when a spouse is pregnant. These laws, while perhaps well-intentioned, can lead to unintended consequences. Take a moment to consider this. A law designed to protect the rights of unborn children can be twisted into a tool of manipulation and control. Abusers can exploit these laws, using a pregnancy as a way to prevent a divorce and keep their victims trapped in harmful situations. This leaves women feeling helpless, their autonomy stripped away during a time when they need it most. Missouri was one of the first to ban abortion after Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022, including in cases of rape and incest. On the other hand, in Missouri, homicide was the third leading cause of deaths in connection with pregnancy between 2018 and 2020. The correlation between implementing restrictive policies violating women's reproductive rights, bodily autonomy, and femicide rate is not difficult for anybody to comprehend. It is hard to believe that in 2024, in a state in the United States, women are being forced to carry a pregnancy and are denied protection against abusive spouses during pregnancy at the same time. If this is not institutionalized misogyny, what is? The repercussions reach far beyond the borders of Missouri. They echo in the lives of countless individuals who find themselves caught in the crossfire of outdated laws and the harsh realities of domestic abuse. The fight to change the Missouri law is not just about one state. It's a fight for the rights and autonomy of pregnant women everywhere. It's a fight for change.